Hello, I'm Nancy Wozniak from Stony Brook University. I'm the learning architect. And let's look at the different uses of ePortfolios, their unique owners, and let's go into some creative inquiry and maybe look at the needs of the maker generation. We know an ePortfolio is a collection of artifacts with reflection that document and give evidence of learning and growth over time. I love Helen's definition. Okay, this is a Stony Brook ePortfolio wheel round and round with the different uses of ePortfolios. But right there at the hub is the Showcase ePortfolio that promotes lifelong learning. Most of us have seen the ePortfolio learning process diagram, but autonomy, self-reflectiveness, and self-efficacy have to be the outcomes of this. Studies show at Stony Brook 78% of the students started their ePortfolio in a course, 36% of those students do not continue, but listen, the 59% of those that continue have instructors with ePortfolio. The number one reason for not completing and continuing was it was just another assignment. The other one for maintaining was my instructor had a cool ePortfolio. So what we started rolling out also was the inquiry process spread out over an ePortfolio. And see, create right there, but autonomy, self-reflectiveness, self-efficacy increased. Here's an example. Our biomedical engineering professor spreads her syllabus out through an ePortfolio template, and the students guide each other through this process. Now, she uses evidence-based reflective prompts, most of our faculty do, and instead of that essay, they answer questions, and these are Aaeebl focused. So, what about the maker generation? They're here, and this is a shift from looking at those students as consumers to looking at them, they're creators. So, we're taking creative inquiry into our flipped classroom design. So instead of turning to your neighbor and discussing, students are turning to their neighbors and creating. So let's kick it up a notch. We know that the inquiry-based learning process is still focused around content. Students immersing themselves in the content and giving evidence of learning. But creative inquiry, look at the different components. And students do take control of their own learning. It's almost like DIY. Oh, you have to go through this. This is inquiry. Go look this up. The design thinking at Stanford. There, the students have create around the core of human values. And their iteration is on feedback from their targeted audiences. But Makerspace is not just a collection of tools, it's defined by making. I want to read this to you real quick, I'm out of time. Place has history and meaning. Place beyond space incarnates the experience and aspirations of people. Space is also a reality to be clarified and understood from the perspectives of the people who give it meaning. So why can't we have a maker's place, a virtual gathering place, where we invite industry people in? Michael Matza, computer science major, but he also put his invention, he plays around and tinkers with music and formats of music. Here's Sarah Azar. She teaches writing and rhetoric, but she's a singer and a composer, and she goes into Michael's ePortfolio and brings industry professionals in. So, we know from the AACU studies that employers do look at ePortfolios. They encourage ePortfolios, and they want to be involved. So I'll wrap it up right there. Sort of reflect on what is a space. Can a makerspace be virtual? I say it can. Good one to read.